presented by HDFC Life. Sir Utha ke Jio.
Welcome back. You're still with us here on Markets Today. Let's run through the rest of the headlines that we are tracking for you. This is the fourth one. Economists hinted at downside risks to growth forecasts. Now, Meera Sonal Verma told CNBC TV 18 that COVID cases rising will impact next quarter's GDP. Pronab Sen expects the fear factor to hurt the services sector. Meanwhile, Citi Samiran Chakrabarti says global slowdown, if any, should not at this point hurt India much. Listen in.
The fact of the matter is that all the estimates that I have seen up to now suggested a very smart recovery in the services sector during the coming fiscal. I think a lot of that is going to be moderated quite seriously. And therefore, the kind of expectations that we had about the revival of services in the country will have to be moderated quite seriously.
There are downside risks to the FY22 growth estimate. I would, say we need to differentiate between the short-term impact versus the medium-term impact. If the first quarter starts out, on a softer note, the average number for the full year will come down slightly. But I still think that, the RBI's estimate of 10.5% is fairly on the low side. I think the numbers will still be substantially above that.
So if global growth becomes too hot, then both these channels of higher oil prices and capital outflows from EM could actually hurt India more than the benefit that is coming from the net exports channel. So India wants this perfect temperature in the world economy, which is neither too hot nor too cold for it to do really well. So let's see whether we can achieve that.
Okay, so Samiran saying that the global growth slowdown, if any, will not impact India so much. We are more domestically focused. The fifth headline from the street today, Bharat Biotech is planning to expand its manufacturing capacity of Covaxin. Sources say the company plans to launch a new facility in Karnataka and expand production at its Hyderabad facility. Timsi Jaipuria, our correspondent, broke the story. Here she is.
Well, that's right. What sources are indicating is that Bharat Biotech is soon likely to expand their manufacturing facility to meet the demand for Covaxin. What government sources are indicating is that the expansion that Bharat Biotech is looking at is also expanding their existing facility at Hyderabad and starting a new facility in Karnataka at Malur, Kolar district. Now, what sources indicate is that this capacity expansion would mean increased capacities to meet the demand for Covaxin. Not just the export orders, but also domestic supplies. When we look at the current expansion, well, the government-appointed interministerial panel on vaccine manufacturing augmentation has reviewed both the facilities, that is the new facility in Karnataka and the existing facility in Hyderabad, which is looking for expansion. Also, what we are given to understand, post the capacity expansion, this would mean more capacities in terms of twofold capacities increase in Hyderabad by May end and fivefold by including the Karnataka facility by July end. Currently, Bharat Biotech's capacity is at 40 lakh doses per month. So let's see how soon government gives regulatory approval to the Karnataka facility so that this capacity expansion can go through. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Timsi. That's very crucial for the market, which is looking at both COVID cases and vaccination data to get some confidence. So increased production should be a big help for the markets. That's it on this edition of Markets Today.
Thanks very much for staying with us. More comes up on the other side.